Aloha. This is Naomi with Aloha Crochet with Naomi. Aloha. Kakahiaka. Just wanting to get on here and say hello to everyone. I know it's been a week and I didn't want another week to go by without popping in. I said yesterday that I was going to do some shorts and just some pictures, but I find that this morning I was like, you know what, I have a few minutes, let me go ahead and just get on here um, and say good morning. um, Here, I'm texting someone real quick. I woke her up. That's not good. I'm sorry, Tammy, I'm sorry. Hopefully some of my other friends are able to join me this morning. I know this is an impromptu live with no warning whatsoever, so I apologize, but I was sitting here getting ready and I was like, you know what? I have some downtime. I was just sitting here. I finished reading my Bible. I had done some praying like early this morning because I took my husband to work. So I've been up super duper early this morning. So I'm like, well, I, did a lot of stuff already. So I'm like, well, let me go over here and say good morning to all my peeps. I know, I'm sorry, I'm distracted, but I am texting people and letting them know that I'm live, those that I have information for or a way to reach them. So I see someone's here, so say hello, please. By all means, say good morning. Say good morning, or um, kakahiaka. That would be a blessing as well. Ray, good morning, Ray. How are you today? Oh, you're doing well. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. This was an impromptu live. I had some time, so I said, let me get on here and say hi to my peeps. I've missed you all. Good morning, Temi. I am glad you're here. Welcome. E como mai, which means welcome or come on in. So, yeah, I've been crocheting. I set up for my kiosk yesterday. Um, and today I was supposed to go in, but I have doctor's appointments, and my friend that normally is able to be with me, she's under the weather, so she wasn't able to be with me. So I was like, well, either open for an hour and a half or don't open at all. So I chose to not open at all, but I won't be available to do my regular time live. So I was like, okay, well, I'm doing impromptu today. Good morning, Catherine. Takes one to know one. She says, hi, beautiful. You're driving? Okay, well, be safe. So you'll be listening. Okay, well, it does take one to know one. She called me beautiful, but you people out there are the beautiful ones. Yeah, so you were just waking up, Tammy. I know. I'm sorry for waking you up. And everyone's saying hello to you as well, Catherine. So, what's on everyone's hook? I mean, well, probably not much if you're just waking up, but what's in your cup? I have some coffee. I'm almost ready for my second cup, even though I started my day off like super duper early. Well, for me, it was super duper early considering that I'm still trying to get over the time difference. Oh, you overslept, Tammy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And Ray, what's on your hook this morning? It's good to see everyone. I'm glad you're here. I am so glad you're here. Like I said, I'm sorry for the impromptu-ness of this live, but I had to stop in. I had to stop in. I have, a couple minutes. I did, all that I needed to do early this morning. So, like, yeah, you're awake around 2 o'clock this morning, Tammy. Oh my goodness. And Ray says hello to Catherine as well. So yeah, got my bestie cup this morning. My friend Heather is my bestie, and sometimes she gets on here when she can. I let her know that I was going live and impromptu live, um, but she might be still busy this morning. She's got kiddos that she takes to school, and does all that kind of fun stuff. So I'm not sure if she'll be able to join us or not. I'm not even sure how long I'll be because, this was impromptu. I had no planning. I didn't figure out, okay, well, am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? I didn't do any of that. I just wanted to get on here and say good morning to everyone and say, Eko mamai, welcome, welcome. Just real quick, I have been doing a lot of crocheting, though. I think the last time I was on the live, I was working on a bag, market bag from Claire, the solid granny square bottom tote that she has on tutorial on her channel, Crochet with Claire. And so I finished that one. It's at the shop right now at the kiosk. So otherwise I'd show it to you, but I had set up yesterday and things just didn't turn out where I was able to go today. So I was like, well, this is a better time than none to get on here real quick and do a quick live. I have doctor's appointments today, so that's why I wasn't able to go to the kiosk, even though I had thought I was going to, but I realized an hour and a half, and it's a lot of work to open and then close down for just an hour and a half. So I was like, you know what? I'm done for today. I'm going to go to my doctor's appointments, do what I got to do there, and just kind of rest. Like I said, I'm still kind of catch up on my rest from my whirlwind of a trip to Hawaii. In fact, this is my new shirt. It just says aloha. How appropriate, right? Seems how I'm aloha crochet, so I thought I could wear that today. So that's what I'm wearing today. Aloha. So, oh wait, tell me what? So you were up at 2 because you forgot to eat. Temmie, speaking of it as a diabetic, that's not good for us to do that. I've done that, and that doesn't make it right, but it's not good. It's not good. We need to take better care of ourselves, right? But real quick, so I don't know if any of you are familiar with Hooked on Wishing Crochet. In fact, I should do a banner for her. That way I can share her channel. I really like her content. I really like her personality. I've not been able to watch a lot of her stuff. I just started watching her right before I left for Hawaii, and she was talking about ripple cakes. And I happened to have a couple, so I reached out to her before I left, and so I'll be sending my 2 ripple cakes because I only had 2. Well, I had a full one with the banner, and then I'm not sure how much was used out of the second one, but there's almost another full cake. You fell. No, she fell asleep yesterday. Okay. Yeah. Be careful, Temmie. We're getting too old for that kind of nonsense. We try to keep up with the young people and we end up hurting ourselves, right? So, but it's Hooked on Wishing Crochet. And what was her name? What was her name? I'll tell you. Her name is Amy. I knew that. Amy from Hooked on Wishing Crochet. If you get a chance to watch her, do so, because like I said, I've only seen a couple of her videos, right? Because I just found her right before I left for Hawaii, and I'm actually, as I'm speaking, I'm trying to see about getting her channel popped up here if I can. Uh-oh, where did I go? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I think you can still see me though, right? Can you still see me? Let's see if y'all can still see me. and possibly still hear me, I hope. Yeah, you can still see me, so that's good. Hooked on wishing, Temmie, thank you. You're so much quicker than I am on that kind of stuff. I'm still learning, so thank you. But yes, her name is Amy. She's really sweet. She's out of California, um, Oakley, California. So I'm thinking that's kind of north end of California. So, but if you get a chance to watch her, watch her. She seems pretty good. Like I said, I've seen her just once or twice before I left for Hawaii, but she sounds sweet and I like her, but I'm sending her my ripple cakes because she reached out. But she sent me this beautiful card in the mail. And then she sent me goodies, you guys. She sent me goodies. You see me and hear me, Ray. Thank you. I never know. I never know what's going on. But I'm thinking she might be a knitter as well as a crocheter. I'm not sure, but she sent me this sticker with it has goodness on it still, the yarn. And I do knit slowly. I mean, really slow, like a land turtle. Okay. So she sent me that sticker, and then she sent me this beautiful hibiscus and in pink. Um, who knew? My favorite color is pink, right? And then there was this little package thing in there, and I thought it was just a little cute little gift thing, right? And then come to find out it had a little stitch marker in it. I'm trying to figure out which way is the correct way. All right, here it is. So I'm not sure if y'all are going to be able to see this. I'm going to try to put that up there. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? It looks like it's got a key and wings on it. Isn't that beautiful? And the colors on there are just adorable. But yeah, so I thought that was really sweet. So thank you, Amy. I'll be getting your ripple cakes in the mail this week at some point. In fact, today, since I've decided not to go to the kiosk and I'll be going to my doctor's appointments, I may just go ahead and package that up and get that sent out to you today. But yeah, I really appreciated that. Oh, wait, there's a third sticker. I didn't see this one. Oh, how cute. Kitties with an umbrella. Can y'all see that? That is so adorbs. I love it. That is cute. Oh, thank you again, Amy, so much. And she did one of my deals. I closed the envelope and then I forgot I had to put something in it, so I had to open it and then put tape. But no worries. We got it. It's a lot of fun. So, but yeah, she sent me those cute little goodies. I was like so appreciative of that in a little note. So, but yeah. So if you get a chance to watch her, go ahead and watch her. I'm planning on catching up on everybody's videos that I've missed over the last week and a half with Hawaii trip and then this week and everything. So yeah, I was watching Barbara and then Connie and Barbara. And then I was watching Rose with Rose Likes Crochet. Because she's been doing well, she does her yarn yakking, but then she also has, hey, Mama Sue, how are you? Good morning. E como mai. Thank you for joining my impromptu video this morning, or impromptu live this morning. Like I was sharing, I just had some time and I was like, let me go over here and say good morning to all my peeps. I've missed each and every one of you. It's just been a whirlwind, but I'm catching up on videos. But I was watching Rose with Rose Likes Crochet, and she's doing oh my goodness, what is the name? See, this is definitely impromptu because I cannot remember anything. Let's see, what is the Generous Crafters. That's the group that she's been supporting this year, the organization that she's been promoting this year for donations and whatnot. So I was watching her donations last night. Um, so I'm like 2 videos now behind. I was 3 videos behind on her channel, but now I'm 2 videos. So I'm catching up slowly but surely. And then I've been trying to, with Miguel's short videos, I'm able to kind of like catch up on him pretty easily because he does those little shorts and drive. We get to go driving with him, so yes, yes. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad you ladies are here. Catherine's driving, I believe, still, so she's probably on her way to work. But yeah, I just wanted. Anne's funeral is Thursday, Mama Sue. Well, our thoughts and prayers are with you for sure. Um, that's always hard when you lose people that you care about and love. Um, while I was in Hawaii, sorry, I did a lot of reconnecting with family. In fact, um, my I hadn't been to my mom and stepdad's grave or my adopted dad, legally adopted dad's grave in, well, years, because I mean it is hard to get home to Hawaii. And so while I was there, of course, I went to both of their grave sites. And when I got to my mom's grave site, well, my adopted mom's grave site, um, and my stepdad, they had fresh flowers. I'm like, I wonder if that means that one of my brothers are still in the area. Well, stepbrothers is still in the area. So I looked him up and he was shocked that I found him because all I did was put his name in Google and then there he was. And it told me where he worked. And so I called the business. And I mean, it's amazing to me how easy it is to find people even without trying. And because I mean, I'm not a tech savvy person at all. And so, yeah, I was surprised. So, but I was able to reconnect with my stepbrother, and he was just so thankful that I did. And then I had made contact with my cousin and one of my aunties before I even left. So they're the ones that kind of like took my daughter and I under their wings and took care of us. And we went holo holo everywhere, just like this, like, called running around holo holo. And uh, so we were playing the tourist thing for a few days, for the few days, and that's why they called us the locals. My cousins and them, they're like, "Oh, is the tourist with you?" And so yeah, my daughter and I were playing tourist, but it's all good. It was in fun that they called us that. It's no big deal. I was not raised in Hawaii, so I'm still learning Hawaiian and trying to uh get closer back to my roots, right? And so that was a lot of fun. But I said all that to say that, we take sometimes we take our families for granted. We think they're going to be around forever, and um so Mama Sue, like I said, my heart goes out to you and your family this morning. And I pray that that everybody can reflect on the good things, that the good memories, right, on the good memories of that time. But it's so important that we reconnect as a community, reconnect as a people. um, and that's kind of what for me, for Hawaii, even though it was a very, very short time, I was able to reconnect. Oh, for sure, Mama Sue, for sure, yes, ma'am. um, just take that time with your family and just reconnect with them, because it makes a difference. um, Unfortunately, sometimes it takes a death in our family. um, and that's for all of us. Sometimes it'll take a death in the family for people to reconnect with each other. And this time when I went home to Hawaii, it wasn't because of a death. It was, I wanted to reconnect. And I feel like even though I'm online and I'm talking to all of you, I feel like right now I'm reconnecting with each and every one of you because, I mean, God didn't intend for us to be by ourselves, right? Um, he made Eve for Adam. So right there it shows that we were not meant to be by ourselves. So um yes, and we do have our online family, but I mean, all of us need to reconnect with our biological family, with our adopted families, whatever family that you have that you've been involved with, your cousins, your aunties, your uncles, your long distance cousins, whatever, just as a community here or there or everywhere, let's reconnect. Let's take a moment to say, "Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while. How are you doing?" You know, um, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I sometimes just want to stay in my own little bubble and not talk to people, whether it be family or other people. But that's not how we should be. And so I'm going to work on myself for that aspect of things. And I pray that, as a crochet community, we all can work on that as well. Let's see. What did you say, Timmy? You said you barely know any of your father's and mother's families. Right. See, that's exactly it. Because I wasn't raised in Hawaii, I'm still learning of all my cousins and my aunts and my uncles and unfortunately a lot of them are getting, a lot of them are passing, the older ones, and then the younger ones, we barely talk. And so I have a cousin right there in California. I I don't even know like where in California she is. Um but you know hopefully her and I will be able to reconnect because we do still have some contact, but I have several cousins from my other aunties, unfortunately, who has passed. I have half sisters. Um, let's see, I have stepsisters, I have stepbrothers, I have a half brother, and none of us are connected in the way we should be. But I think we're not the only ones, right? It's like the military lifestyle. The military, we do have the military does have a close knit family network, um, especially the active duty, because you're away from your biological family, whether it be aunties, uncles, cousins. As soon as you leave that house, as soon as you leave that area as the military member, um, you are, you're kind of by yourself, but there's a network of other people around you, that as you grow in your military career, you have your family, and then your family, makes friends with other military families, and so they become a family. So yeah, even reconnecting with them is so helpful. It helps with our mental health. It helps with our hearts. So, yeah, reconnect. That's all I'm saying. Reconnect. And, I was watching part of the Charlie Kirk. Oh, I still haven't gotten my shawls back by boxed up yet, but maybe I can do that today too, because they need to go too. So I've got 3 boxes that I need to get out today. um, but they were talking, one of the speakers had spoken about how Charlie had mentioned that, reconnect with your family, make family time, take time to be with each other, take time to, just communicate, right? And so as a nation, I think we do need to work on that, I think we're all getting better at it, you know, um, unless my eyes are just completely blind. But I'd like to think that, because of people like Charlie Kirk and others that have that vision. And if you go to services anywhere for church, you're reconnecting. And you know what we need to do is really reconnect with God as a whole, because as we connect with God, what'll happen is here's this person reconnecting with God, and then here's this person reconnecting with God. And one of my pastors had said this, and he said it much more, for the lack of a better word, he said it a lot better than I could even say it. But you have this person here reconnecting with God, and you have this person here reconnecting with God. And as they connect with God, guess what? They too become connected, right? So if your marriage, for instance, just as an example, your husband's here, you're here. Sometimes, marriages, they're kind of like they grow apart for one reason or another. And so they're trying to reconnect, but they're having a hard time. Well, the one thing that my pastor said, if your husband is trying to connect with God and you're trying to connect with God, what's going to happen is that, because God's up here, right? So therefore, we're both going to end up meeting and reconnecting because we're reconnecting with God. So there's a short illustration. I'm not a minister, but we do need to work on that, right? I barely know even my half brother or my half sister because I was adopted a second time around, but found out legally it was not an adoption, but I was not raised with them. So trying to reconnect with people that you were not raised with at all, and so you don't really know really much of anything about them, is hard, right? It's hard, but through prayer and determination, right? We can make those things happen. We can make those things happen. Oh, look at me. I got the crinkled forehead. I got the crinkled forehead, y'all. So what is everyone working on this morning? If anyone's working on anything, let me know. I know it's early and people are just getting their day started. I've been up for about 3 hours already or more because I took my husband into work. But tell me what's in your cup. I've got coffee. Tell me what you're working on. Let's see here. And tell me what your temperature is. I'm looking mine up right now. Ooh, goodness. So we're expecting rain today. Fall, I think, is here. And it's 66 right now. And it feels like 66, but the humidity is 91. That I don't get. I don't understand all that. I don't understand. But anyway. And it looks like today the highs for today is going to only be 69. So I'll need to take a little light jacket with me today everywhere I go. I've got several things I have to do. I have doctor's appointments. One of which are for my eyes, which I think I'm due for some new glasses. So, it's kind of needful, right? Sorry, I needed to get that sip in. But I think the last live I was on, I was showing you that I started a wheat stitch poncho for myself. I'm making it rectangle. And I think I had 2 rows at that time. So I only had those 2 rows when I showed it. So now I've got that. I'm making slowly but surely, progress. It's time consuming, but that's okay. I love it. And the yarn I'm working with is, what is it? Lion Brand, Pound of Love. You know how you get those Christmas mystery bags, right? What is it? Christmas bags. I forget what they're actually called. But I got like 3 or 4 of this one particular color. And I know that I have more than enough. Let's see. This one is straw. So I know I have more than enough to make the project that I'm working on. And this is for myself. So, it doesn't have to be. Now, I'm not saying that Lion Brand isn't a good, I mean, this particular Pound of Love isn't a good one. It's a little rougher than I would have liked, but for external garment, this isn't something I would probably wear on my, as a sweater for, you know, just against my skin. I like softer stuff, right? But this I think will make a good poncho. And then with the wheat stitch, it has such a, you know, it's a closed. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be nice and warm in this thing. I know that. But I didn't have like all my crocheted stuff. I ended up already packing it up and it's already at the kiosk. But last night I came home and I finished these. These are my little towel toppers. I've got a matching set here. So there's those guys. It's just got pumpkins and mushrooms. Why is that upside down, you ask? I don't know. But it's a multi-directional, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I guess it kind of does, but it kind of doesn't. It's all good. It works out still the same. I just put my button on the wrong side. That's what happened. So I might have to take the button and rearrange it because I like my mushrooms turning that way and I have my button on the back. So I might take the buttons off and we'll go from there. You love towel toppers? I do too. And then I do the, oh, what is it? From Nastasia. She has the one where you don't cut the towels in half. You just go ahead and you do a row of the, like a blanket stitch or whip stitch at the top. And so you haven't figured out how to do them, Temmie? Go to Nastasia.com and she has this one here that I did, and you just fold your towel in half. I iron them so I have a better crease on them so I don't have it all wonky. But then I do that stitch across with the needle, and then I go back and I start crocheting. Easy peasy, Temmie, easy peasy. My mom, yes, Nastasia, DonnaWolf.com. I'm not sure. I believe it's just Nastasia. Do I have it on a banner here? Let me check. I believe I do. Let's see. Maybe I don't. I don't. But I'll get a banner put up for her at a later date, unless you find her, Temmie. Just let me know. Let me know if you need me to send you that link and I can send it to you. There you go. See? In the capable hands of Temmie. She's our techie. She's my techie. Thank you, Temmie. I appreciate it. But yeah, she has a couple towel toppers. One is the hidden ring towel topper. That one I use quite often as well. You're chaining 15 and then you're doing all kinds of other stuff, and then it just folds over, like you put your towel through that little invisible ring. Hey, good morning, Connie. How are you this morning? I seen that you reached out, but I was here. So, but good morning. It's so good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I am doing well. How are you this morning? Ekomo mai. Can y'all tell? I talk with my hands, right? Don't ask me why. I don't know where I got that from, but it's hard to not talk without my hands. Connie says, aloha, all of my beautiful, fabulous, and amazing yarny friends. How are y'all doing today? Your eyes are burning. Oh no. Oh no, Connie. And you know what? It takes one beautiful person to know another beautiful person. So, and you're pretty fabulous. I love watching you. I always forget sometimes to comment, or I always try to hit that like button, but I always forget to comment when I'm watching these videos, especially when I'm catching up on videos. So please forgive me. Please know that I am watching and I do hit that like button. Yes, I do hit that like button. I just don't always, especially when I'm trying to catch up. Um, I don't always um, comment. So so yes, yes, of course, Connie, of course. But yeah. Oh goodness, I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me a second. I gotta wipe my nose. My nose is runny this morning. But it's because I'm cold. So everyone's saying good morning to Connie as well. Sorry about that, you all. And see, I told you all this was impromptu, right? Because now I don't even have my sanitizer in here, so I can't even wipe my hands right now. So, but yeah, so there's my wheat stitch poncho that I'm working on. It's taking me a while. Well, let me tell you a quick story about that. Um, I had actually like 4 more rows done, but I forgot to do the single crochets in between. So I had to undo it. I was like, ah, but I was on the plane when I did it. And there was a chatty lady next to me, which was fine. I didn't mind chatting with her. I mean, 8 hours on the plane, I mean, if you're not one that likes to sleep on the airplane or can sleep on the airplane, having somebody to talk to is not a bad thing. The wheat stitch obsession. Yes, yes. And Ray, Connie wants to know how you're doing. But yes, I think we're all on this wheat stitch obsession, but I love it. Oh boy, frogging it. Yes, I had to frog um, because I had like 4 extra rows with no single crochets in there. So I needed to get in there. Oh, it's raining and 63 outside, Ray. Oh yeah, it's raining here and only 66. So I get it. It is cold. Claude. It's a Claude, Ray. It's a Claude. I don't like autocorrect either. It makes no sense to me sometimes. How can you get that word out of what I'm trying to say? But we we all understood you, Miss Ray. We all understood you. So, but yeah, I'm just working on this, and then I did those 2 towel toppers last night for the kiosk. Oh, it's 84 down there where you are, Connie. Nice. Um, Do you all have like a fall of any sort down there? I don't remember. Your leaves and stuff still change, right? Even though it doesn't really like get cold, or does it get cold at all down there? Inquiring minds want to know. Ollie Wally is sleeping on your filming chair. Oh, Ollie. Mom needs her chair. Did you ever get your stitch tutorial done? I haven't had a chance to look. I hope you did. I'll be watching. I'll be looking. Yeah, Temmie's in upstate New York. So, and what's your temperature like, Temmie? Did you tell us? I don't think I seen it. What's in your cup this morning, Connie? What's in your cup this morning? Yeah, I'm just catching up on stuff. I was going to go to the kiosk today, but I have doctor's appointments, and that's kind of why I did this impromptu live today, so that way I can reach out to everyone and say, hi, I'm still here. I miss you all. I really do. Oh, your leaves just turned brown. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess it all kind of depends on what kind of trees you have in your area, right? Um, do you have like just oak, or you haven't filmed yet? Oh, um did Biscuit get your phone working? I know you said your phone was down the other day. When was that? Sunday? Was that Sunday? All my days are kind of rolling into one still. I haven't really taken too much time to, excuse me, regather my thoughts, regather, excuse me, you guys. I don't know why. Okay, around Thanksgiving, you get your first cold front. Okay. It probably still doesn't get too cold down there, does it? It's 67 and rainy where you are, Temmie. Oh, mercy. See, I think everywhere around here is, because Ray, you said the same thing, that it's rainy where you are as well, right? And Ray is in Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. I know, I know. But see, I have all of your names down here. I have like 2 pages of names that I write down stuff on. I write different tidbits like where you're from, and if you're dealing with illnesses, or if you have a prayer request. So this is my prayer list. First things I put on there is like people's names, of course, and then where they're at. And hey, if this is your first time here, if you're just joining us and you like what you see, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and share and like, and subscribe if you'd like. This is not a normal time that I get on here, but I do like to get on here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, normally at 11:30, but today was an impromptu time, and I'm not sure. Who knows? I might change it. I might change that 11:30 time frame. I'm not sure. We'll see. I kind of like this earlier time frame, but I'm gonna look and see if I've actually kind of stepped in where other people might be, and I don't want to take away from, I mean, because even if they're more established than I am, I still don't want to take away from, what they're doing and getting into their lives, or times that they're on. So I'll look and see, but I am kind of liking this time frame. I'm not sure how that works for anyone else, but give me your opinions either in the community post, community chat. And I did set up a Facebook page. It's a private Facebook page for Aloha Crochet with Naomi, and you have to look under Aloha Crochet by Naomi, because that's my actual first channel name. And then if you look under that, under groups, then you'll find Aloha Crochet with Naomi. And I think I have 2 or 3 questions, easy questions. So I think you'll be able to get them. I think you'll be able to get them. So join that group. I have my friend Heather on there as an admin. So if I don't see you, then she'll see, and then she can approve your joining the group. And then since I've been in Hawaii, I haven't really been on there much either anyway. So you did get your phone working. He wasn't able to. Oh, okay. Well, you just got to we just keep trying and trying, and eventually it happens, right? There's a storm around Kansas and Missouri. Yes, Temmie, there is. Do I have a link? I do, Temmie. I just don't have it on me right now. I don't know how to get to it from this screen, but thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Remember to hit that thumbs up for Naomi. I appreciate you, Miss Ray. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Let's see. I think I did post the link on my community page in the YouTube. I think, if I'm not mistaken. I do these things late at night. Why late at night is beyond me, but I do. I am a night owl. But I believe it's there in one of my posts in the community page, if you want to go there and look for it. I don't know how to share that while I'm on my live. And then I don't think yet that I'm connected with Facebook on this laptop that I use for my lives. So I can't just like kind of close it out or, make another tab and go in it that way to find it for you all to share. So I apologize for that. Yay, Catherine, you made it almost 45 minutes. Oh my goodness. Does it normally take that long for you to get from, has it snowed up there or something? Did I miss something? Did I miss a weather report or what? Tell me, what is happening? Why? I don't know. Okay, Tammy, I see you. Thank you. If you can share that on that link on here, I'd appreciate that because I don't know how to share it on here. So I'd appreciate that. Now you have to go into work. Have a blessed day, everyone. Have a blessed day, Catherine. Don't work too hard. We love you. Ahui ho, malama pono. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, my friend. Okay. And don't work hard. Oh, traffic was just horrible. Yes, ma'am. Well, I'm glad you made it there safely, and I pray that you have a beautiful day and that you make it home safely as well. Okay? So just have a good day. So tell me, if you can figure out how to do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. So I don't know what else everyone's got going on. I just see that I've been on here for just a few minutes, and I apologize for it being an impromptu for one, and then I apologize that it's got such a short time that I'm able to be with you all. Oh, yay, Facebook groups. Yay, thank you, Tammy. I'll stay on here long enough so everybody can kind of do a screenshot so they can get on there and maybe join our private Facebook group. Like I said, I set it up, but I haven't really been in there much. My friend Heather's kind of been monitoring that for me. But once she's back on her feet, it's hard to tell if she'll be able to do that because she's a goer. Yes, Tammy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. So what else is everyone doing today? Anybody else got anything going on today? Let's see. I think I seen Hooked Blair. Hi, aloha. E como mai. Welcome. How are you doing today, Blair? Is it Blair? Not just hooked, but Hooked Blair, right? Anyways, how are you today, Blair? It's good to see you. I am so glad that you have decided to jump in and say hello. We're glad that you are here. Temi says hello. I'm Naomi. You can just call me Naomi. That's me. I'm as real can be. I'm not AI. I am not. I was looking at something earlier. I had to do something on the computer, and it said, "Are you a robot?" So no, I'm not a robot. I'm just a person that loves God and loves crochet and miss seeing everyone. So I've not been here for a week or so. And I've only been kind of doing some shorts. But, I guess I can give you a little tidbit. I am planning. So I had taught a crochet class at our local library here a year or two ago. Oh, yay. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate that. Let's see here. How do I do that? Yay. How do I do that? I think I can do that from my phone, right? I don't know how I missed that, but I'm going to do that right now. So, Blair, I am now a subscriber. Do you have content? Blair? And where are you at? I'm in Kansas. So, y'all, when I normally am sitting here. I'm writing stuff down because I have a pen and paper with me. I have my paper with me, but do I have a pen? No. But I have a pencil, so that works. Oh, you're welcome, Blair. So, Blair, where are you at? Where are you located? Like I said, I'm in Kansas. And Blair, what I am doing is I'm writing your name down. And I am going to write down where you're from. Yes, she has content. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. So, Blair, I'll be checking that out. Right now, I'm in the process of catching up. I've been gone for a little bit. And so I'm catching up on all the other people that I've been already subscribed to for a hot minute. And so I'm slowly but surely getting caught up. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll get caught up on the videos, hit that like button, and continue on. So sometimes I don't leave a comment, but be rest assured, if I'm watching the video, I am definitely hitting that like button, if nothing else. And I try to let each video go all the way through to the end because I know that helps with our algorithm, right? Aloha, Heather. I was just talking about you. If you looked at our Facebook group page, Temmie had put it out there for my page for the group, and I know. I'll have to call you later and tell you what's happening with that. Nothing bad. I chose not to go today, but I didn't want to be open for just an hour and a half and have to close. That was just too much work for me today. And my mind was not wrapping around that. So I was like, nope, I'm not going to go to the kiosk today. I'm staying home until my doctor's appointment. And so I called my POC and said, hey, I'm not opening today. I don't have anyone to cover for me while I'm at the doctor's. So yeah, Heather's saying aloha, everyone. But we might have one or two people that's put in for my private Aloha Crochet with Naomi group. So if you have a minute today sometime to approve that, I'll try to get in there later as well. But I haven't been on there yet today. So Blair, did you tell me where you're at? I don't know. Let me see. I like knowing. So Blair, the reason why I'm asking, because I like knowing where people are at, and then I write down everyone's names. I put you on my prayer list. And I just, even if, well, I just know your name. So that's all I need to know. And when I lift you up in prayer, God knows the rest, right? But yeah, I'm just a person that loves God and share my love of God, share my love of people, trying to reconnect with my people, seeing how I've been gone for a little bit. But yeah, just showing what I've made here. Heather approved you, Temmie. So thank you, Heather. Heather's my best friend. She does not crochet. She is my best friend. We've been best friends for several years. In fact, Heather, I'm going to share a little something that we were talking about yesterday, not what we were talking about. But you know how right now the big thing in our world is how people thank you for sharing that again, Temmie, that people want to silence those who want to, have a say about something, right? Hence Charlie Kirk. Well, Heather and we've been friends for a very long time. And yesterday we were having a discussion, and as it turns out, we didn't fully agree with each other, but guess what? We still love each other. We still care for each other. We still pray for each other. And that's what I was talking about earlier. As a community, we need to get together again, right? And just work things out, not with a gun, not with violence. But we all have been given that right to have free speech, right? So, talk to your neighbor, talk to your friends. We should be able to have a discussion without wanting to kill each other. That's not how it should be. And let's pray that our nation will get back to just communicating. Um, I'm just trying to do my little bit of small part by talking about those type of things, but it just takes all of us as a people, as a nation, as a community to make things happen for ourselves and for each other. We are our best advocates by helping others, right? And so help each other, be a neighbor, be a friend. Yes, exactly. Hey, Debbie, how are you today? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining this impromptu, this this wonderful impromptu live today. Um, and Heather says you're welcome, Temmie. So yeah, very impromptu. I didn't have any, like I had my little project I've been working on for a little bit, and then I have my 2 towel toppers that I showed a little bit earlier that I need to change the button on one of them. It's good to see you as well, Debbie. How are you doing? How are you doing? It's wonderful to see you. Hey, Debbie, guess what? I don't have where you're at. I want to know where you're at and what your temperature is where you are today. Why do I not have you written down here? I try to have everybody written down and at least where they're at, but I have you written down now. I don't know why I didn't have you written down before, but I have you written down now. And I've seen you before, so I don't know why it hasn't, why I didn't have it written down. But I have you written down now. And yeah, so what's your temperature where you're at? What do you got in your coffee? I mean, what do you have in your cup? I have coffee in my cup. Don't mind me, you guys. Like I said, I was not prepared to do this. It was just a spur of the moment decision to do this. And I was like, okay, I can do this because because I can, right? Oh, you're in Louisiana, Cajun land. Oh, Heather, there you go. There you go. She likes hot. She likes spicy. So you're in Louisiana. Awesome. So it's 86. Connie was on here just a little bit ago, and she said it was 84 where she was at. I'm not sure where you are in conjunction to each other. But yeah. You've got flavored water this morning, Debbie? Awesome. Awesome. I love like lemony flavors. And Blair, let's see, you're 79 degrees where you're at. Awesome. I don't think I've seen that. It's 66 where I'm at and rainy. It's 66 where I'm at. Ugh. Although I'm not complaining. I just don't like the rain. The rain makes it seem, you know. Oh, and Debbie, she's in South Louisiana and you're not. Okay. Okay. And it's 85 where you are, Heather. Heather is in Texas. So we've got a couple Texans, we've got a couple Louisianans. We got a New Yorker. So yeah. But yes, my friends, I'm so glad. Do you see my mug, Heather? Heather got me this mug. So I thought it was really cute. New Orleans. You're in New Orleans? Or close below New Orleans. Okay, I'm tracking, Debbie. It took me a minute. Sorry. So, okay. I'm visualizing in my brain the map as to where you are. You were born in Texas, Temmie? Oh, nice. Very nice. So, but hey, folks, I believe it or not, I've been on here an hour and I got to go finish getting ready for my appointments. Thank you for joining me in my impromptu chat this morning. I'm glad each and every one of you were able to be here this morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're a military member, service, uh, first responder, and you do with services and everything, um, okay. So y'all are having your chat still, but just want to know that we're praying for you and we appreciate all that you do for each and every one of your communities. And you all have a beautiful day. I appreciate each and every one. Once again, thank you so much for joining me this morning for my impromptu. uh, it's been a blessing just to catch up with each and every one of you. And I pray that you have a beautiful day. Continue to make beautiful things out of string/yarn. A hui ho malama pono. And that means until we meet again, take care.